Hey, I'm Todd Cohen, and welcome to my YouTube Sales Culture channel, where I'm going to continue to share my thoughts and my passion around this idea. Well, it's not an idea, it's reality. Everyone's in sales, including you. And if you want to get more of what you want, need, and deserve, hit the subscribe button, hit the notified button, hit the like button, hit all these buttons, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Now, today's topic is something that, as a professional speaker, I've learned over the years, and really it applies to all of us. Whether you're doing a presentation, you're sitting in front of a panel, whether you're doing a speech or you're giving a sales pitch, or you know what, you are a project manager and you are going to your boss and his team and pitching your ideas for more budget, it doesn't matter. This rule applies to everything. In fact, here's another place it's going to apply. If you're a manager and you have a team of people and you're doing team meetings, keep this rule in mind. It's what we as speakers always focus on. Here it is: 20, 60, 20. Write it down: 20/60/20. What that means is every audience you have, every group you talk to, will fall into what's called the 20/60/20 rule. 20% of your audience, 20% of your team, 20% of your people, 20% of the panel, whatever it is, are already bought into what you're saying. In other words, they know you, they know your message, they believe you, they trust you. What you say to them matters. They buy into it, they get it. In other words, they're already advocates of you. Now you come to that middle 60. These are the people, as a speaker, that walk into the room, they sit in the audience, and they go, I'm not really sure what I'm here for, but I'm open-minded. I'm skeptical, maybe not skeptical, maybe I'm really skeptical, but I'm open-minded. In other words, I'm willing to listen and perhaps be sold, convinced on what Todd is going to tell us. Same as you. So now we've covered the 20, we've covered the 60. What's left? Well, on a scale of 100, you have the last 20. And who are these people? Well, you can probably figure this one out. The bottom 20. These are the people that no matter what you do, no matter how convincing you are, no matter how well you sell your idea, your product, your service, how well you sell yourself, nothing you do will ever close the deal with them. In other words, they will never buy in. There is nothing we're going to be able to do. Now, there are some exceptions. Sometimes, we do such a great job, and I know you can do it. We might bring a small fraction of that bottom 20 up into the 60. It's almost never that it's going to happen 20 to the top 20. So here's the deal. Wherever you are, whatever you're selling, and everything is a selling moment. I've been saying that, 18 years. And if you haven't gotten that point yet, you're not getting what you want, need, and deserve, what you've earned. Here's the deal. 20/60/20, where do you think most people put all of their energy? Is it the top 20? Is it the middle 60? Or is it the bottom 20? If you guessed the top 20, you're wrong. If you guessed the middle 60, you're wrong. The answer is the bottom 20. Why? Because we want people to say yes. We want people to like us. We want people to think what we're saying is right. I, as a speaker, want people to love my message. And I know realistically, just like you do, you're never going to be at 100%. So that bottom 20, we wind up putting all this energy into that bottom 20 for almost no return on that investment of your energy. Let me say that again. We wind up putting all of our energy into that bottom 20 because we want people to like us. You're never going to get the ROI on that expensive energy in that portion of your audience, of your team, of your group. So here's what we need to focus on. Do you now think you focus on the top 20 or the middle 60? Well, if you said the middle 60, you would be correct. You see, the top 20 are already there. They they're already digging what you're laying down, right? They're loving it. They're on board. They're ready to be your advocates. They're ready to be part of your virtual sales team. Take your message forward, sell it upstream. The middle 60 are your people full of opportunity, right? They're the ones who are like, okay, sell me, convince me, advocate for this point that you're trying to make. Tell me why. Answer my objections, not by fixing the problem, but by hearing me out, by simply acknowledging that as long as I'm in the middle 60, I'm going to have questions. And what I really want you to do is not poo-poo the question. What I really want you to do is acknowledge what I'm saying. There may not be a fix to it. Now, if you're really listening to this video, what I'm also giving you right now is a lesson on objection handling, which the first step is never to jump in and fix something. It's always about acknowledge. I get it. I hear you. You don't need to always say something else. Sometimes people just want to be heard. And if you want to win over your middle 60, let me put it this way. If you want to sell the middle 60, step back, be a good listener, acknowledge, and handle the objection as it arises. Don't anticipate and don't get caught sleeping at the wheel either. So, one more time, 20, 60, 20. If you find yourself putting a ton of energy into that bottom 20, time out. You're not going to get the return. You put your energy into the middle 60 because you know what? You stand a much better chance of getting people in the middle 60 to move into that top 20. It may not be immediately, but it will be over time because you are consistent in how you sell yourself, how you sell your ideas, how you advocate for others. When you do that, you build trust. And when you build trust, that middle 60 goes into the top 20. So it's not always 20, 60, 20. It could be 80, 10, and 10. The point is, it's always going to be 3 buckets. Our job is to mitigate that back bucket, that lower third or that lower section to as a small number as possible. And the way we do that is by understanding that everything we do is a selling moment. Nothing is guaranteed. Complacency doesn't create positivity. And you know what? You got to get in there and advocate for yourself. This is a lesson in how to get more of what you think you deserve, not because you just showed up, because you have sold it. I'm Todd Cohen. 20, 60, 20. Don't forget, you heard it here first. Good luck. Get out there and advocate. Work on that middle 60 and get more of what you've earned the right to have.